Hello there, guys. How are you doing today? Well, I'm going to go out. See, I got my Pearl Junior necklace on, they backwards. And I'm going to an event, so you see that I'm kind of dressed up. I look kind of professional and nice. So I wanted to do a quick little video. So many fans had sent me this, and I hadn't really addressed it. And today I'm going to address it, but then I put a call out to someone, and hopefully they'll call me back and I'll get some more information. Now I'm going to switch the camera around. Hello, everyone. I'm in kind of a rush, so if I'm not thorough, leave me your questions or your comments or additional information below, so that tomorrow when I do part 2 of this, hopefully I'll be able to do it tomorrow. I'll do part 2 of it. I'll be able to kind of finish up, but I know I'm rushing, okay? So anyway, we're going to talk about this. I'm turning the camera around. Okay, see this National Enquirer article. So many of you guys sent this to me, right? And it says, secretly kept in hyperbaric chamber for 9 years. Michael Jackson back from dead, revived by cutting-edge science. Now, come on. Nothing has led us here. Nothing has led us here except one thing, right? So there's the article. Hold on. There is, let me find it. Okay, and then inside the National Enquirer is this article, right? And they said that he's been brought back from the dead after 9 years, but here they say revived 18 months ago. So their math is off, okay? And secretly working on songs and dance moves, woo-hoo-hoo, which would be nice and wonderful. So I read this article, right? And so what they're saying is that Michael knew that his body was in bad shape and that he went to this company called BioQuark, and they rejuvenated some cells in his body, and he was in like a coma for a long time, and then after 18 months they brought him back to consciousness, and it took him a while to kind of get himself together, and he had to learn how to speak and walk and talk and dance and do all that stuff all over again. And his family didn't know, and nobody knew, but they do admit in here the empty crypt, an empty casket was entombed at the crypt in Forest Lawn Cemetery after Michael's death from what was described as a fatal cocktail of prescription meds, okay, including the powerful sedative propofol. Okay, so if I wanted to shove this off like it's just too stupid for me to even address, because nothing has led us here. Nothing has led us to a hyperbaric chamber except for Leave Me Alone, and back in the late 80s when the Leave Me Alone video came on, and there's a picture of Michael in a hyperbaric chamber, but he was doing that because it was at some hospital, which I have a picture of it. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Okay. Here we go. And this is where Michael was. And so he was at Brothman's Medical Center. Okay. And that's where he went when he got burned. So he was just laying in a hyperbaric chamber in the late 80s, and they just took pictures, and it was the burn unit center, and he just took pictures, right? So the National Enquirer decided to, and there's other pictures of, different coloring, and then Michael looking at the hyperbaric chamber, and then Michael acting like he's sleeping in it. So there's been, stuff about Michael in hyperbaric chamber. And Michael, they said that Michael was some of the creative PR moves, say, to generate conversation, to make him quirky, to rejuvenate himself. And this was, I believe, at the time where Michael decided to experiment with publicity stunts. And the Elephant Man bones, they say, well, Randy Taraborelli, I believe it's Randy Taraborelli, who said Michael is responsible for these type of weird type of things that he supposedly had done. But so anyway, so now we're back, and then here is the Leave Me Alone part with the hyperbaric chamber, right? That's from the Leave Me Alone video. And where all the newspaper articles are like falling. And also one of the ones that I have in my documentary that I feature is Michael to be frozen for 50 years. That's also in there. So you have to always watch the Alive trilogy or you don't know where I'm going with stuff. So anyway, so let's go back to the National Enquirer article. Okay, and so anyway, so there's this company that according to BioQuark, its stem cell injection can reboot the brain and bring people back to life. The process called Anima, involves harvesting stem cells from the patient's blood before injecting them back into the blood along with chemical compounds infused into the spinal cord. And also they bring up Suzanne Summers, who had some breasts removed and she had some stem cells and apparently she got her breasts, it grew back. So they're saying that, that this is what happened, okay? So somebody had came up with this concoction that Michael has been sleeping for 9 years, but then they backtrack, so 7.5 years, and he's awake and he's ready to come back and he's working on music and songs. Of course, I believe this is ridiculous, so I called BioQuark. It's BioQuark. I called them, right? And I left them a message. So I'm hoping to get back with them to see what they tell me. This is their website right here. Okay. Now the word that kept coming up in this was regeneration, like regenerative, right? And I kept remembering that letter from Dr. A.J. Farshian from Miami. I should have pulled up that letter. I'm sorry, but we'll go into that tomorrow. And he was a part of the regenerative medicine, regenerative. That's what his company was called. But I know he does things with like athletes and, to fix broken bones and stuff like that, to regenerate things. So maybe technology has come, but nothing has led us to believe that this has happened with Michael. But I have to be open-minded, right? Because anything's possible with Michael Jackson. Anything is possible. It's called cell reprogramming, anti-aging solutions, right? Now, there was a dead body that went to UCLA, that the paramedics worked on, that went to the coroners, that they autopsied, everybody testified to it. So there was a dead body. So I guess what they're going to say, because I still believe the dead body was a cryonics dead body, and that and that dead body went through the system, and Michael Jackson, I'm going to put up my who remembers this one? This was a fun one. This was another National Enquirer article about me and Michael Jackson and the death hoax, and which was fun. MichaelJacksonDeathHoax.com. Okay, so anyway, let's put that back up. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, so that's back up. So anyway, we know that there was a dead body, okay, because so many people would be in trouble. And I checked out the doctors who testified. They were all real doctors at UCLA. They worked there. They were on their staff list. So there were real doctors, and I looked up the doctors, the coroners, the doctor coroners, and they're real doctors too. At least the one that performed the autopsy is a real doctor. So we know a body went through the system. So now they want us to believe that Michael, he didn't do anything. He just been sleeping. He just been in a coma for 7.5 years. So anything that happened in those 7.5 years, Michael has nothing to do with it, and neither does the family. If that is the story that Michael is pushing, I'm not going to say Michael's behind this article or not, but If it is, boy, there's a lot of undoing to do because we have so many videos and so much proof and so much evidence. And I have the 3 documentaries that, tell a different story, that Michael's involved and Michael's the ringleader, and Michael, did a lot of setup clues, and the family, especially Paris and Prince, have been active leaving clues, and Janet and LaToya and even Catherine, in the first Alive. If you guys haven't seen the first Alive, Catherine had a book came out called Never Can Say Goodbye, and the promo code was MJ Alive. And so there were a lot of early clues, and I would get into all that stuff in Alive 4 because I believe that Michael Jackson had planned to come back much sooner. So I don't know if this means there's going to be a comeback day, or if there's going to be I'm going to put up, of course, the Alive trilogy instead of this, but because oh gosh, my typing is so bad. Okay, Alive, let's do the trilogy. Here we go. Here's the DVD cover. Oh, that's Alive 3. Oh, that's fun. Alive 3. I don't want Alive 3. I don't want Alive 3. I want the Alive trilogy. Okay, let's see. Alive trilogy. Even though Alive 3 is fun. I think Alive 3 is the funnest one out of all of them. And out of all the documentaries that I do, I think it's the one that is the most fun because it's about who is Michael and all the games that were played with me and all that other stuff. So Alive 3 is Peter Medani, a.k.a. Bobby Anderson, really Michael Jackson? Well, most of you guys that are in here have probably seen the documentaries, but I upload this and I leave it for the public to see, and I also upload it on my YouTube channel for other people to see. So I know I'm preaching to the choir to most of you guys who are in here today. But so I'm hoping to hear back from BioQuark, Q-U-A-R-K. That's a weird, like bio dark, but quark, BioQuark. That's a hard word to say, BioQuark. I'm hoping to hear back from them tomorrow, and for them to tell me, because they are in, I think, Pennsylvania. Let's see. I think they're in Philadelphia. Let's see. Yeah, they're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And so I put in a phone call. So hopefully they'll call me back and let me know if there's any truth to the National Enquirer story. And if it is, oh my goodness, I wonder what happened with that. But so is Michael backtracking? I don't know, but I find it, but you have to be open-minded. And I always tell people, I can't tell people to be open-minded. I can't tell people to be open-minded if I'm not open-minded. So even though I don't believe that Dr. Jack Coroner is Michael Jackson, but that regenerative, and that word regenerative coming up from this BioQuark company, maybe Michael's been working with Dr. A.J. Farshian. I don't know. I don't carry that too far. But I do not believe for one second that Dr. A.J. Farshian is Michael, because Dr. A.J. Farshian, his legs kind of bow out and Michael's a little bit knock-kneed. That's something that you really can't fake. And also, I don't believe Michael can do a native, if anybody understands me, a native, fluent Farsi language. And I don't believe that Michael can do that consistent accent, that Farsi accent while speaking English. Plus, I like Dr. Farshian, and I don't want to insult him. I really like him, but I don't believe for one second that Michael is a better singer than that. I guess that's a better way to say it. Michael Jackson is a much better singer than Jack Coroner. And I do not believe that Teddy Perkins is Michael Jackson either, because he's too tall and it's consistent, and we see him, he's wearing slippers, and he's just too tall. I mean, Michael would have to be 5 inches taller, and that's noticeable. You can see 5 inches. I mean, he would have to wear different shoes, but he chose to wear flat slippers. So I don't believe that he's Teddy Perkins. And who is the other one that people think is Michael Jackson that Adrian, MJ? I don't believe that he's Michael Jackson. Let's see who else. Pablo, I do believe is Michael Jackson. So for Go From Ashes, I do believe, you got to watch a live 3 for that, is Michael. And who else? Let's see. Is there another one that I feel like I'm missing somebody? Dave at only on Larry King Live. Only on Larry King Live. Dave is a real person. Only on Larry King Live do I believe it's possible that it was Michael, because there's little differences there. You know, with those wide shoulders. I mean, my God, those shoulders were so wide, and Dave has really narrow shoulders. Dave's little. Let's see. Am I remembering everybody? And a lot of times people blame me for every little story that's out there, and I just like to make it clear. So anyway, so I will do a follow-up tomorrow, guys, on this National Enquirer story. And we're going to see if this company, cops to it, or what they come with, or what they say. And hopefully they'll get back with me. But I will call them back in the morning, and hopefully I'll have an answer for you guys. That Michael Jackson was brought back from the dead, that he was in a hyperbaric chamber for 9 years. Oops, I'm sorry. I wasn't really doing that good as a National Enquirer writer, and I should have wrote 7.5 years, because I took away 18 months, right? So I'll see if there's any type of truth here. Okay, guys, don't forget to get the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries if you haven't already done it. And I have to go to an event. I love you guys. I'm so glad you're back, Teresa Bruner. So glad you're back. I'm glad that hopefully everything will work out for you. I sent you something that hopefully, a box of stuff that'll make you smile. At least I hope that I can do that. And Fifi, Leisha, she's going to be bringing it to you soon. And I know other fans have done that, have sent Teresa some stuff too. Yesterday was Halloween. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thriller-ween. And let me turn back and look at myself, because I do have on a little makeup today. So why am I not showing myself? I should be on camera a little bit more. It won't. I'm going to have, there we go. I think it's going to turn around now. No? Yeah, there I am. There I am. Okay, guys. And then here's my, my little thing. I decided to put what Peter sent me out, yesterday. See? That's my little showcase. So anyway, guys, I am leaving the house, and wish me luck at this event that I'm going to. And then I'm going to another event tomorrow. And I'm hoping to have some news about Prisoner of Fame this month of November. And I will see you guys next time.